So we wouldn't cost share on the harvest, but we would cost share on an after harvest thinning through TSI because
we do select harvest logging and, you know, keep the size up.
She's a beauty.
Yeah.
We're out here on 38 today. We're here with Dustin from KT Farm and Tree Service. He's gonna walk around the property with us and look at all the different trees. And you know, when we bought the property, we loved all the trees out here, but the timber looks really mature. I would like to make some money. I would like to sell some of the trees. I wanted to get some estimates from different loggers and come out and tell me what they thought. You know, I've never gone through this process.
Yes, sir.
And so just your expertise and what you think, and you've obviously done this many a times before. Just tell me what you are personally looking for yourself, and I can kind of point you to the different tree species that I've seen. There's some good walnuts that are right on the creek.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of different types of white oaks. There's 3 like food plots on this property that I would love to open up. So anything that you wanted to take in this area to make this whole area right in here open would be great. There's 2 more over there, and one of both of those have really mature white oaks in them, and I'm sure you're going to want some of those.
Yes, sir.
So you just tell me whatever you think. I'm ready to learn about this process and have no idea what any of it's worth. So that's why I'll probably go with multiple bids and stuff.
Yes, sir. We just need to kind of walk through the property and measure some trees and kind of see what you got and go from there.
Cool. Sounds good. I was curious if you would want something like that fallen recently. Is that something that's worth anything? If not,
If it had, like that one over there on that side would be too small for a little to do anything with.
okay.
That one you might get one log out of, but it's you know, we try to keep our harvest to 14 inches and bigger, and that's measured at chest height. Like I'll take this tape and go around the tree at chest height, and what that measurement comes to, that will be 14 inches. You know, I try not to go below that.
Gotcha.
Just for a, you know, take the bigger stuff out, let the smaller stuff grow kind of deal. Your high dollar timber would obviously be walnut, white oak, bur oak. That tree over there is actually post oak.
Okay.
And the butt logs of those, I can send them with the bur oak butt logs, the white oak butt logs, and then mix in with the walnut. Everything else is either pallet material, railroad tie material, and grade lumber as far as the oak species, the top logs. They need to be, you know, good and slick with no limbs, you know, like that one you can get a good, you know, 10-foot butt log out of. And that's kind of to get into the better bracket of money. We can take that tree that direction, put a hinge set in it, drive some wedges, or use a machine to push it in the direction to go. Yes, there is some residual damage to other trees you can't control at all. And then break the top down for good bedding for deer. That way everything's not sprung up and looking crazy. And then there's times where I might go ahead and saw into that little tree and let the big tree just take to the ground so you don't have a spring pull. And it's dangerous because most people that aren't experienced with a chainsaw, they think, oh, well, that tree's just been over, I'll just cut into it. It's gonna take your head off.
Yeah,
So,
it's gonna spring back.
Yeah, so we try to do it like make everything as safe as possible. So if someone's coming out here cutting wood or whatever, they're not in danger, you know, and not leave other trees hung up. You know, say you cut a tree and it hangs up, well, we're gonna jerk that down. We're not gonna just cut the log out of it and leave the top hung in the other tree.
Right, that's good.
I personally wouldn't cut a white oak. That one that is a white oak tree.
Yeah.
I wouldn't cut one that size.
Yeah.
You can get a tie log out of it, but you're gonna have a whole lot of weight,
Yeah.
you know, there. So
Yeah, I'd like to take the biggest ones.
you're gonna let this one grow up to be big and mature when it is. Because the red oak saw logs just do not bring a lot of money. If you're talking a full semi load, usually takes 50 trees, depending on the size, to fill the truck.
down there.
Yeah, so it's definitely over.
I would think so.
Yeah, because we're hugging the line right now.
Yeah. We probably want to just stay up here.
Yeah, stay on this ridge and.
Oh, yeah.
We got hammered. It looks alive at the top.
It sounds hollow.
Does it?
Hear that?
Uh-huh.
You can put her on here.
Kind of randomly in the woods.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's a beauty.
Yeah. Second cut's almost actually better than the first cut.
I know.
Because I judge, you kind of see this little swell right here.
Yeah.
And there's one here. What I usually do is when I cut the tree down, I'll mark them with my stick in the woods and try to leave the waste material out here instead of dragging it up there. But I usually change my marks once I get it up there because you can put a better eye on it. 78 inches. A lot of people, they think you take and making it down here at the biggest part, but you take it at the little end. We probably make a 9-foot log out of that, and then probably a 10, and then try to get 2 more 8s out of that tree. Those are the size of walnut we're looking for. That's the, and what the, you don't see any small ones just right here, but.
No. Yeah, that's the only thing. I don't see any either, but like I said, I mean, they're beautiful trees, and this one's got maybe 5 years and it's in the trees.
So what does these trees go for?
For purpose of for what they're used for, or
No, like money wise, yeah.
Well, I would
I know I'm putting you on the spot. Or
yeah,
whatever,
and to really pinpoint it, I would have to figure up the board footage and put $1 per foot on it. These caliber trees, if they stay, if your walnut trees stay like this, depending on how many you have, quality wise, they're going to average, probably somewhere in the ballpark of $3.75 to $4 a foot, maybe more. I just have to do some figures, but that's a really good average for, just straight across the board for lumber.
Mm-hmm.
If you got some veneer in it.
It's too small.
Yeah. Yeah, if I can touch my finger, touch my hands, and I was right there. So.
It's a shame because it's right there on the.
I mean, it's big
It might last a while.
It's big enough to cut, but it's just under that, what I try to go by. I mean, there is wood in that we could sell. That's a good one right there.
This isn't gonna be fun.
Oh, it won't be bad with a machine. A couple chainsaw cuts and shove it out of the way. Now, when they're forked like this, you gotta be real careful cutting them. Because if they land on them forks, it could split the whole entire tree.
Ooh.
And I would leave this as one log plumb up to there.
Going up to there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see.
And then try to get some material
Right.
out of this side over here.
Yep. That's why you gotta harvest them before they get too big like this. They get too heavy for themselves up there.
Yeah, they do. And there's one over there. It's gonna be bigger than this one. You want to leave that tree, or do you want to take it? So we're gonna take that one there. There's another one, too, to mark up there.
How many years would you give on a tree like that?
10 years.
Another 10 years?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's gonna take longer than 10 to get to that size right there.
Yeah.
That one, but to be up, 17, 18-inch tree, at least another 10 years. I mean, we can still get something out of it, but it ain't as good as it
Ate up.
Yeah, not as good as it looks on the other side. Yeah, I'd say just take it. Because that's possibly going to cause it to fall one day.
It'll just keep rotting out.
Yeah.
Get less out of it.
The water flows this direction rather than this. I don't know why.
Another one over here.
Yep. Got me over there. That one's borderline.
We do select harvest logging and try to keep it keep the size up, and it's just good old chainsaw and an old timberjack skidder. Just kind of keep it simple, because most of the time we're cutting walnut, small, 20, 30, 50, maybe 100 walnut, couple week at a time job. You load your stuff back up and go to the next one. When you go get in them cutting machines, you're talking $250,000 just for the cutting machine.
Right,
and they
right.
need a great big skidder that's going to need a path from here to there to go.
To move it around.
Yeah, your logging roads are going to be that big, and then if they do make ruts, you'll fit inside of them.
That's a weird one.
My neck's gonna hurt for tomorrow. Yeah, it's real nice to know how many there are that are all harvestable.
Yeah.
I didn't see any. I think those were mostly all oaks over there.
Is that the one that we were saying was close?
Yeah.
Yeah.